Hi everyone. Okay, I'm back working on the journal. I told you before I had to split it into 3 different signatures, so I'm kind of back and forth with different signatures because I split them and some are done and some aren't. I'm going to add this pocket here, and I want to add this trim, but I want to thread some ribbon through this, and I want it crinkled. I'm not going to iron that. It's easiest if you just put it on a darning needle and then just simply up and down, then trying to feed it through with your fingers. Of course, I usually do it that way because I do things the hard way. But this is a lot easier, faster. There you go. Yeah, sometimes just that little bit of trim makes a difference. Oh, I wanted to show you this cool box I got at the dollar store in the men's section, and it's just a hinged little box, and it's a great way to keep everything organized that you're, little bits and pieces that you're working with, ephemera and stuff like that, because I always lose them on my desk. And anyway, it was cheap. I think I paid $2 for it. Don't you just love organization, using really inexpensive things to make your life easier? And that's definitely the OCD talking, but I do like things where I can get at them easily. I'm going to start on the side that will be closest to the spine of the book, because my overhang should be here, not on that side. I'll give you an update on the house. The siding is finished, finally. Actually, they were amazing. They had it done in 3 weeks, which was a week ahead of schedule, so that was good. So now Ken is just doing the trim. I'm just going to cut this on a bit of an angle because I do want that intact, that hole. Off a wee bit too. And so he's got the front painted, but it needs a second coat. Today is Sunday, so we've been told that Tuesday we're supposed to have our masoner come. He wasn't able to come last week because the weather's been really bad, and then he got sick, and so he's had to postpone us, which is fine. I mean, is what it is. But I'm really anxious to see what it'll look like, because right now it looks flippin' amazing. I love it. But the rock will just set that off really nicely. Okay, I'm going to do it there. And I'm probably going to use a big tag, so yeah, I can go way more. Let's do that. You don't want your opening so big if your ephemera is going to be fairly small, because it'll just slip right through. else can I tell you? Oh, well, they started on the deck. So we have the footings laid out, the holes done. And then what you have to do is whoever you hired as your engineer, they come and inspect it, make sure that it's, I guess, structurally sound or whatever. So that was fine. He came, and they came the same day, which was wonderful. We didn't have to wait. And he signed off on it. Well, that's not the end of it. Then the city has to send an inspector out. Why you need to do this twice is beyond me. I don't know. But he came out and he didn't pass us. So we're on hold for that. He said that the holes weren't dug deep enough. I hope that's straight. We have a frost line of 18 inches, which is, I don't know, 30, almost 40 centimeters, I guess. And my husband was not a happy camper. Yeah, that'll be good. And what else are we doing? Well, he has to redig the holes. He had to, the guy who's building it, his stepbrother, he sent us a drawing that would change the layout, I guess. And it's a little frustrating, to say the least. I know I have more that are smaller. Yes, I do. There we go. These aren't in the kit, by the way. These I made for me. And anyway, it's hard to work and talk at the same time. What was I looking for? I was looking for my little doohickeys. Oh, maybe I put them in my box. I did. So what was I saying? He had to send in, on the original drawings, he wrote in what was going to be different. And then you have to take that to the engineer, and they make the changes and sign off on that. And then you can reapply at the city for them to come and sign off. And once that's done, then they can come and pour the concrete. This is a really pretty one. This is done out of velvet paper. Really pretty. I'm thinking a little something something under here is what's needed, but I don't think I like it that way. I think don't like it that way either. Some of them I've cut in two directions, and some I didn't have the other side of it, which I didn't know I had two. That one went left and one went right. I didn't know I had to, and so I kind of used up all the velvet paper, and they all go in one direction. Just a bit of a bummer. Yeah, see, that does look prettier. Another storage tip, you know, the baggies are awesome, but you need to have them in a box because they'll just go everywhere. Okay, so this one goes left. Let's see. I think this goes in the opposite direction as that one. Yeah, it does. Ooh, that's sparkly. I like it. So I had a subscriber ask me to, you know, I guess flip through what I've done up to now, but I thought I had been doing that. And maybe people are missing some of the episodes. I do number them all. But she wanted to know page layouts. Well, I'm kind of all over the map with that at the moment. Typically what I do, and I usually show this in the very first video, is get all my pages together in the order in which I want them, and then put them all together, separate my signatures, and then I know where I'm at. And then I just go through one signature at a time, and I don't usually have a plan. I just kind of go with the flow. And this, I'm going to ink to age it a little bit. So you have to use like a VersaFine or, you know, something that is waterproof to do this. I've done it before, and you just need to pounce a little bit on there. And if you do it heavy in some spots and light in others, it looks so cool. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I guess I'll telephoto in for you so you can actually see that a little bit better. That was also another request. I'm doing my best to, you know, make sure you guys are happy with the layout and, you know, viewing, that kind of thing. But you know what it's like if you're a crafter and you get in the zone, you kind of forget to look up when you're filming. So I'm pretty bad at that. And I apologize for that. Okay, now we'll have one go one way and one go the other way. And one little bingo card here. See, it just kind of dulls it down a little, but it gives it more texture because you've got multiple colors. If you can tell that by looking. I hope so. So I'm happy about the way the house is looking. It really does look pretty, and I have that big ugly bin out of the driveway now, and I can actually park in front of my house, which is really nice and will last a short time before the next big mess. But it's been quiet. Somebody actually, Naomi, she's like, that video I just watched, it's very quiet. Are there no workmen? And I thought, yeah, I guess I haven't really done a video since they finished. He actually finished this past Wednesday, and like I said, today's Sunday. I've just been kind of fooling around with, doing some digital printing for the store. I've got more printed kits in the store. I had to up my allotment for the month. I'm with the Hewlett-Packard, what's it called? Instant Ink program. If you've got a Hewlett-Packard and it's Wi-Fi capable, it's probably you can probably get on the ink program. And let me tell you, if you do a lot of printing, it is so cheap, especially if you're in Canada. Let me tell you, printing is very pricey here. the ink, I should say. It's extremely expensive. But on the ink program, you get unlimited ink. You don't get unlimited amounts of pages you can print, but they automatically send you ink as you run out. Your Wi-Fi capable printer sends them a message and tells them when you're low on ink, and they ship it off to you. So it's a little slower here in Canada. I found before that I was running out before I actually got the ink from them, which doesn't really work for me as a business, right? But, you know, for just general printing, that was fine. But then I bought, I had to replace my printer, and I replaced it with the same printer, so I had a backlog basically of ink that I could still use because it was the same computer code. And so now I have a surplus of ink, and I never run out of ink now. Now the only thing I run out of is pages. And you can do, I think the lowest amount of pages that you can sign up for is 50 a month. Well, I had to go on the business one, and now it's 300 is what I'm printing a month. Because the digital kits from the store, the printed ones, are, seem to be very popular. A lot of people don't have printers and no access to the good paper. I use photo paper, right? So, that's been a pretty steady kind of an income for me, which is nice. I don't make a ton of money off it, to be honest with you, but I'm happy that they're getting the kits, because mostly I'm quite pleased with some of my work. And I like to see people use it. So anyway, I was so shocked that I used to have 150 pages, and I was running out. The last couple months I've been running out. So I didn't realize they had a 300. I don't think they did before, but now it's up to 300. And I use it. They use it all. There you go. The nice thing is that if you don't use it, it will roll over to the next month, which is great. So you're not paying for something that you're not using. And you can suspend your account at any time. Like, say you're going on holidays or whatever, you can suspend your account. And so it's a good program. Cover more of that up. Do I want it that crooked? No. Let's do it there. And what else? So I have some butterflies. I thought I had cut everything up, but maybe I might have put it in the other. Oh wait, I have flowers. That might be overkill. I should do that somewhere else. Okay, I'm not sure. Not sure. Let me grab my butterfly box out. I spent so much time the other day separating all of my birds and butterflies and cutting out more butterflies, and ooh, those are cute. I love these little Martha Stewart punches. That might work. I have dragonflies too. Ooh, let's put a dragonfly together. Have you seen this die? It's AliExpress. I'm sure I bought it from AliExpress. I don't have numbers for anything, you guys, so... let's see. There's 2 different wings, so... that one and that one. I like mixing them up like that. And then there's the little body. I have 2 colors. I have the gold and I have the brown. Let's get rid of that one. That'll confuse me. And then, oh man, I've got no fingernails right now. Move over so you can see better. And I think I might do the brown body on that one. And then I might do a sparkle pen. That would be pretty. I don't want a wide ink line, so I'm just gonna do this. I just want to cover the white core. Oop. Excuse me. Okay. This one doesn't have a white core. This is really heavy duty cardstock that I've had for years. That's what I did. I went through my drawer of scraps and I just punched out and cut out and did a bunch of things that I know I use a lot of. Okay, so then I just add a bit of glue along the top of this one. And stick those together. Fingers are a mess. I just did that tutorial that you've probably seen on the envelope notebook, and I also did that little hangy tag, and I haven't cleaned up from that. Okay, so add some glue here. There's not a lot of glue holding it together, but you glue it down onto your page, so that's really all that's required. Okay. Give that a good squish. All right, now I have a sparkle pen somewhere. Here it is. Is that the gold? Yes. And I'm going to sparkle him up. Can you see okay? I hope so. You can use gelatos too with the that are metallic. They're pretty. And I am going to add some sparkle to this because their wings are sparkly in the light. Okay. I'm just going to blast that with a little bit of heat just to set it. Okay. That's pretty. I quite like that. Okay. There we go. There's that page done. Now, this can't be the whole thing. Where's the other part of it? Oh, over there. All right, so now that's the middle. And we've got a flap to work on. I've gone ahead, obviously, and put the trim on it, because you've already seen that. And then, let's see. Need some paper, I think, to add to that. Let's see what I have. I have some of that. I'm gonna add a little bit of ink to this. Darken it up a little bit. Where's my other cutter? Oh. Okay, I'm going to widen out a bit now. A little too close there. Oh, that's actually a prettier side. Maybe I'll use that side. That's what I'll do. Okay. I need it 13 by, let's do 13 by 10. And I want the lighter side. Yeah. 13. Let's cut the darker side off. So what's everybody working on themselves? Nobody ever tells me that. Are you making a book or ephemera, or what are you doing? I love making ephemera. but then I never get anything done. Just gonna double check to make sure this is actually straight, because it doesn't seem straight to me. Yeah, it's straight. Now, do I want to make it a pocket? Or just a mat? You know what would be pretty is if I cut another, well, it's exactly the same size. Cut this in a shape and just have a flap. Okay, I'm going to pause you here and I'm going to go do that. Okay, so this didn't cut all the way through, but instead of trying to run it through and do it properly, I'm just going to take metal and just do this. That worked. Okay, now I'm going to ink all this. I believe these are from AliExpress as well. I wanted them because they're bigger than typical, like spellbinders. They're a little bit wider than that. And my little scoreboard. Do mine upside down because I'm right-handed. Let's see, where do I want it? Here. This paper does not score very well, I have to say. Or it's the scoreboard, or I don't know. So that'll go there. So if you do this before, then you're hiding your hinge. You can do it after. I mean, it doesn't matter really, but it depends on the look you're going for. I try and hide as much as I can. Okay, and then this is going to go here, and I think I'm going to do a top load, so there'll be something back here. Yeah, let's do that. underneath this ribbon. Line it up there. There we go. Why is it moving? Don't move. Okay, now that's rather pretty, and I think it needs a little something something there. What will we use? Those are the words. Nah. I'm just in love with these, but I think that's actually kind of pretty, isn't it? And I could put it on there so that you could put a little tag or something, like a little bingo card in there, right? That'd be cute. Okay, let's do that. Just flattening it out a little. So much glue on there, it does tend to curl. Okay, now we'll let that dry up, and that's going over here. Pretty. Okay, I think that's it for today. I will try and come back the rest of the week for another episode. I think I've got that backwards. Yes, I do. There we go. Okay. So we have one side of the flap done. We need to do that. And then that. I'm not sure if I placed anything else in here. I don't think so. That flap's done. So I think that's it for this signature. One side, 3 more sides, I guess, right? And then that signature's done. The other signature, I think this one's finished, but I'm not positive. Well, I haven't decorated this envelope. So I remade this. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I remade it and made it shorter so that it would fit in the book. Oh, the other thing in that, this signature, I have to put all the words in it. I haven't done that yet. So I think this one's done though. I'm pretty sure. Except for decorating the envelope. You know, I really, really want to keep this book. Yeah, So that one is done. This one is not. I'm going to put, this is a leftover from printing. I'm going to add that in here. We've got 2 flaps, I think, to do. This is going to go in here somewhere. This is also a pocket. And another flap. That has to be glued in. I have to do the envelope with the gold edge. And that's the envelope. So 2 flaps basically. And then this is that little pull-out tag, which I really love the way that turned out. And that's it. Yeah, so 2 flaps in this one will be the biggest thing to do. And then you know what I have to do on this one. Okay, so that'll be it for this episode. And I'll try and get some ideas together for layout so it doesn't take as long. But I really appreciate you watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.